Hello and welcome back to the Blobber Plays Dark Deity 2. We are presumably at the penultimate chapter. I suspect there will be 30, but we'll find out. Wrong thing. Chapter. Go.
Taralis, though not the birthplace of the Empire, since its conquering many centuries ago, it has served as the capital of Azvarel, the crown jewel of their empire, plundered like all the rest. Today, the Order has come to liberate those ill-gotten gains. However, as they make ready to siege the ancient walls of the city, they find the wind carries an ill omen.
Azvarel, road to the capital.
That can't be right. Send out another scouting party. We need...
Gwen, this was the other scouting party. They're all reporting the same thing.
But how is that possible? They wouldn't leave their capital undefended at a time like this.
If the walls are truly unmanned, perhaps they've set a trap? Could we be surrounded?
We would have noticed their troop movements, but so far there's been nothing. No troops, no evacuations.
And the scouts report silence, as if nobody's even home.
They can't both be true at once. There must be some kind of answer.
Standing around outside isn't getting us any closer to one. Unfortunately, this info gives us precious little to plan around.
I predict that somehow all the people in the city were sacrificed to the cult people that were strong-arming the Emperor.
Arthur? What's the matter?
Nothing, just feeling a bit ill.
Ill how?
Ill like a headache. Like a Mirador.
Gods, are you implying that...
I'm not implying anything, but if Kira knew about the Rift Blade and Emron was on Azvarel's side, what if they're all connected?
Then the demon in the Weald. That could have been a test run?
Hang on, both of you. We still don't know what's really going on here. Even Orlov is not so mad as to ally with the Abyss.
Maybe not. But he might think to use them for his own ends. And when backed into a corner, who knows what he's capable of?
It still doesn't explain the silence. But I'm inclined to think Arthur's right. At least partially. Something's going on here. Something magical. Something... wrong. We should investigate.
We should bring Valeria and Viserion with us then. They might be able to help us navigate the city.
Agreed. Come on, let's get that gate open. And be ready for anything.
Azvarel, Taralis streets.
Empty.
That's not a good sign.
Let's take a look around. Figure out what's going on here.
It's a lot of dead bodies.
I was young last time I was here, but this place was livelier than this, for certain.
Doesn't feel real. Seeing these streets without the sounds of the city, makes me queasy to think about.
The scouts were right. Dead silence, save for that ringing sound.
Arthur, I don't hear a ringing.
Right.
Black Abyss! Does anyone else see...
See what? I don't see... Oh. Gods above. What happened here?
Everyone is... dead.
Why? Why would they do this?
No wounds. Alden, any ideas?
There are magics that can kill without a trace, but on such a scale, none that would have escaped our notice.
How about our demon theory?
No, it's not like the Abyss. But I feel... something. It's familiar, but I don't know...
What in the hells?
That noise!
Arthur, are you all right?
I assume you heard it that time.
I think we all did. But what was that?
It's the whale that we destroyed
don't
the
recognize
crystal
that voice.
for.
Voice? I only heard that awful chime.
Did it say anything? Anything we could use?
No. No, it just spoke gibberish.
Damn.
Maybe we were meant
What
to keep
now?
the crystal, even though it seemed wrong at the
The
time.
work of a sorcerer?
Everyone, on your guard.
There! A survivor!
No, I don't think so, Gwyn.
The dead are being turned into zombies.
Monster! Turning his own people into the undead!
What manner of abomination?
Alden?
That thing! That is no mere undead. I don't know what it is.
Looks undead to me. What's
Not
the
a
catch?
necromancer, says the
An
guy that's
undead
cosplaying as
is no more than a
Sauron.
puppet. An empty shell dancing on strings. But these things, they... Gods preserve us! Their souls are still in there!
That's impossible. How?
Save the speculation and fill us in later. Soul or no soul, they're looking for a fight.
But we promised we wouldn't hurt the civilians. If their souls are still in there...
Gwyn, look at them! There's nothing left to save. This is Orlov's crime, not ours.
Yes,
Damn
only
it.
ethical necromancy.
One more promise broken. All right. Everyone, we have to fight. We need to reach the palace. Orlov could still be there. Follow me, and don't get left behind.
We must defeat Orlov and force him to keep his promise to play Pokemon Infinite Fusion. It's another Fog of War map, which I don't love. If it's Fog of War, then Zuhair and Saxon will take the lead on each front. I can look at those bombs that I forgot about. So it's Cass and Uncle and Benji. Cass, Uncle, and Benji on that side. Everyone else goes the other side. Save. Check that the shop doesn't have anything interesting. It has some more ability upgrado things. Does it have anything else? It has this staff that is slightly tempting. But the staff appears to be weaker than the focus. So I don't know why you would want it. I suppose it has slightly better weight, but meh. Okay. 2 more of these. Literally upgrade every special ability thing we can. We will do. Arthur is perfect. Saxon can have better Pikachu. We haven't used Pikachu in like 15 maps. We do use Charged Ki all the time, but there's no point enhancing it to heal him when he never takes damage. There is slight use in making it clear debuffs, so we will do that. We never use either of these for Zuhair. We never use any of these for her. We never use this for you. We might use this. It's so cheap that I don't think we cheapen it. Instead, we make it more bleedy. We can... make that cheaper. It's way too expensive. Don't really care about Hex. I don't want it more expensive. It would be nice having him have something that can hit at 3 tiles. He's a disturbingly non-long range mage. We can enhance the duration of Whirlpool. And then we're done. Things spent. Are there any rings we could make that we would like? We could maybe afford to buy some more ring ingredients. And yes, there are lots of all of the ring ingredients. And I have some potions to spend that I should spend. 2 defense, 1 speed. I feel like I want to give the speed to Benji. Although Zuhair is also... No, I want to give it to Benji.
Sweet, sweet game.
And then defense... In theory, Benji has really good defense, but he still seems to take way too much damage. Maybe it's just because he doesn't have a defense boosting ability, whereas like lots of other people, we constantly get their defense boosting abilities. Her defense needs it the most.
The spirits favor me today.
And do I give Zuhair one? I will give Zuhair one because he's actually on the front. Last thing, are there any rings we would like? 1 for Dad is all that we could have. So what would we like Dad to have? Dad is good at might and defense, and okay-ish at mastery. So, he also has good health. So we could boost mastery for health. We don't use his masteries because they're all range 1. Add mastery to accuracy. Gain dodge? How shitty is he at dodging? He is literally the shittiest we have at dodging. Oh no, Gwen is slightly worse. So maybe the dodge ring. Does the advantage ring mean he would ignore physical defense? Where are we? Tranquil, Calamity, Soulfire, Advantage. I don't see advantage. Oh, there we go. Ignore enemies' resistance per month. No, that's... I assume that that means... Here. Fortitude. But maybe it does mean both resistances. And he did have reasonable-ish mastery, so maybe that. 1% enemy resistance per mastery. He had like 20, so 20% of the enemy's defense is negated. The dodge one is slightly tempting. So is the getting dodge on a kill. Although I don't like that it runs out after one turn. I kind of wish it stacked and survived. This one is also slightly tempting. We never really use his mastery abilities. So trading that for more defense, magical, and physical is maybe tempting. Although it's only 7. 7 more, defense and fortitude. How much would that be on him? A quarter more defense. And a third more fortitude. That's not trivial, considering that, as I said, we, like, never use these, really. We do use the spinny one, but we don't use any of the others. And we've always been getting the spinny, like, by the time he gets in combat, the spinny one has, like, stacked up to 100 when the enemy only does, like, 30 damage. So it only being at, like, 30 stack by the time the enemy does 30 damage feels maybe more useful. The dimming ring? Dimming. Was that the dodge tank one? No, yeah, this was that's the mastery one. You want me to turn my mage into a tank? How much magic power does he have? 60. He would gain 20 defense, putting him at 40. Which is not literally double our best defense, but kinda double our best defense. Our best is, I think, 26 there. 28 on Irving. Then 26. So it's definitely a lot. It's definitely a lot. Make people standing next to you stronger. An extra 10% chance to do 50% extra damage. A 10% extra chance to... That's basically the same. These two are basically the same, but just one's officially a critical hit. Whenever anyone dies on the map, slightly heal. Overkills get stored. Maybe the overkills get stored because he does overkill. But then again, if he overkills, what's the point of storing because he's already overkilling everyone? I like the converting his mastery into defenses thing. But not giving it to Arthur, giving it to Dad. So I need a single white from the shop. No, not fire magic. This. 0 mastery, 41 defense, and 29 fortitude. That's only just behind what Arthur's would have been. A third of this is 20. His defense plus 20 would be 42. Actually, then it is better. But it's only better after the... This plus is telling us it's plus to make it 41. So no, he would have been 1 better defense. But it would have crippled his ability to do anything else, because Arthur is all magic, 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 magic. Okay, I'm happy with that. Save. Let's go.
Be decisive.
Be on the extra defensive thing. Build extra defense stacks. We're going to be extra precautious because of the fog of war. You hear that one?
Surrender to hopelessness.
Okay, you blow up that guy. He would no longer do 133 damage with his magical artillery, for example. You sprint forwards. It's a pity you can't get on any of the squares I want. Sprint forwards to there. Use the stronger defense thing first. And punchy punch. Over this side, Daughter, shove down the bonus damage thing. It doesn't kill either way. Kill the magey one as best you can. Trust Benji. Boost your own ability to crit.
Come get some! Mwah. Sweet, sweet gains.
Not bad.
Okay. Then Dad. But Dad has no... He can at least twirly, twirly, twirly. The Avatar moves up and makes himself impossible to hit. Punchy, punchy, punch the Archer.
My way!
8 trigrams, 64 palms.
Yes!
Or perhaps
Can't believe it.
chestnuts roasting on an open fire technique. You could give Benji another go. Can Uncle just sit back and raise the dead?
Don't overdo it.
I'm kind of okay with just telling Uncle to raise even more zombies. Raise your zombie army, Uncle, whilst you mock the bad guy for only ethical necromancy. Okay, our first zombie is defeated, but they did absorb a lot of hits. They absorbed 2 enemies. This guy is barely going to not die. The chip damage has gotten Zuhair down to about half health. Stabby stab. Why didn't the second stab go through? You need magically obliterating, so... Do. His chance to... I thought the animation went through as hitting, though, not went through as missing. You continue working on your defense stacks.
Get them!
Now I think she's done enough defense stacks that we could justify monkeying in the future. You here, ability self-block plus heal. And finish off that guy.
Still have beat that one. I just can't stop getting better.
It's okay, level up. And then Wizard Man heals you.
Don't disappoint me.
Unfortunately, it's not a full heal, and it leaves you with a little bit of a bleed, but close enough. Over this side, Uncle steps back and magics you down. Good.
Not bad.
You to here, and then lifesteal attack, which still isn't quite enough, but at least it fully heals her. Whoop.
Sweet moves.
Can you... You don't have enough mana to activate Super Saiyan mode, so I'd rather you kick that person into non-existence.
Not backing down.
Okay.
It's time.
I don't really want Dad to get too much further forwards. Swirl. And then smack the archer. And then Benji plops down a new banner.
Help.
1 hit point. 1 measly hit point. Come on, crit, Benji. Good man. Good. And then... Who do we give the extra go to? I want to say the Avatar.
Let me help.
You attack here so that hopefully the Avatar can move up.
Get away from me. I'm overflowing with
A
radiance.
very nice level up. 3 off perfect.
I can do this.
And the Avatar moves up and... Super
Let me handle
Saiyans.
this.
Done. The zombie draws the Witchfire. Dad and his twirling deflect half of the monk, but not all of the monk. That guy does zip diddly, though. Our mastery conversion into bonus defense paying off. A mere airbender cannot defeat the Avatar. And that one finishes off our second zombie. Ow. I do like you smacking the witch to death.
You're in my way. Part and parcel, huh?
Dad finishes the strong one. Benji finishes...
Let Benji help.
the weak one. What the hell is... Oh, Torchy Torch, but no, that can wait. It's clear some of the fog of war, which we would like.
It's time.
Daughter. Bonus damage hit. No, use her first. Maybe not. Uncle. Who would I want to give mana to? At the moment, I'd want to give it to the Avatar. No, let's do the other side for a bit. So,
Let's do it.
you here and Mana Monkey that down. Seeing as we said you built enough defense stacks. Delicious money.
Let's dance.
Why can't you stand on the box? That suggests that
do
there's
it.
an enemy on the box. And lighting that gave nowhere near enough space to justify its, the action. Heal Arthur.
A taste of true power.
How much damage would you do? Enough to kill. That's good. Actually, it's not enough to kill after the poison triggers from the first hit. But it is enough that now Gwen can finish it off happily.
Don't get in my way. That'll have to do.
Reasonable-ish level up.
Give them no quarter.
2 people do need healing,
Alrighty.
so chain heal seems okay.
Let me help.
Zuhair laughs at your attempts to attack him. And kind of half kills you. He laughs at your attempts to hurt him. And then does half kill you. Okay, you move up. I kind of want to do the 3x3 one. Double kill. Good work. You move up and heal Zuhair.
Don't disappoint me.
She moves up and can't do anything, so actually Zuhair should
This'll be
move up
fun.
first. And he should move up to about there.
All eyes on me.
It's a bit slower progress, but it's progress
Always
that means
moving.
we know he doesn't get ultra surrounded. He can only really handle like 3 enemies at a time. He's not like the Avatar who can just survive infinite people.
They'll pay.
Dad goes this way. Benji goes this... Actually, yeah, Benji goes this way. But does he go this way after Cass?
Sure thing.
Yes.
I'll see it done.
So, daughter... Cass... Give Dad an extra go.
I'll protect you.
Let me out.
Benji gives Cass... You give Benji extra mana. Or do we summon some more zombies? Actually, let's summon some more zombies. You move up, guard Cass. Twirl. Or do we have you use bump? We very rarely use bump. Although with 5 movement, bump doesn't do much.
It's time.
Yeah, I think we just twirl.
Going all out.
And then attack. It counters the first of his counterattacks. Twirling spent. Our zombie almost kill steals. The avatar says dodge. Again, the zombie almost kill steals. There we go. But it took 2 enemy attacks, so that's not terrible. Ow, but you get 10 health back. Or you would have if you had have actually managed to hit. You only get 5 health back. Zuhair shrugs off most of the Glamazon's damage. And they both try and attack from a distance. Perfect dodge. The poison is starting to accumulate there, though. Okay, it's only light poison though. That's not so bad. You, new stack of impossible to hit.
Let me handle this.
And then stab the one that you can kill. Good enough. 16 stacks, that's not going to need boosting for a while. You here heal Zuhair, even if it bleeds him a bit. It is not worth you attacking. You mana monkey her down.
My aim is true.
Convert them into money.
Push them underfoot.
Zuhair can't really afford to go too forwards. I don't want to give too much surface area either. So there.
All eyes on me.
Self-block. Wait.
Yes?
See if you can kill them first.
Be gone.
I can feel something.
All stats
calling
but
me.
2, but still no perfect level up.
Don't waste my time.
You're fine where you are. You're fine where you are. Now over here. You here raise another
I'm
zombie
here. Don't worry.
and kill the one that is been weakened by the previous zombie combat. That finished the Cass and Benji relationship points. You need to step back 1 before combat. This isn't really for
Dying's not
damage.
so bad.
This is mostly for the self-heal.
Get away from me.
I'll leave you to it.
I'll
You
see
go
it done.
step in the way so that she's protected. Shove down the
Got your
banner.
back.
Kill.
I always win.
I don't want to get too up front with Benji. Boost your own crit rate. 70% chance to crit, and if we crit, we insta-kill. Risk it, biscuit.
Still already.
Success.
Bad guy gone.
We cannot relent.
And then Dad. 12.
Going all out.
And attacks the archer. Okay, done. Zombie moves up. Witch attacks Avatar. Misses. He's got like 15 stacks of perfect dodge. Zuhair actually takes a bit of damage from that. Just under half kills in return. They focus on the zombie. 1 damage shy of what we need, which is disappointing. On the other hand, it means...
You sure?
Super Saiyan
Let me
mode.
handle this.
Surely you kill the witch now. Yes. And then the other one will die to attacking into us. 10 stacks of perfect
Try this
dodge.
one for size.
Good enough. Over here. You
Don't
need to
waste
heal
my time.
Zuhair.
Don't disappoint me.
You may then stab that guy. He himself needs a little bit of healing.
Power beyond comprehension.
Quite a good level up.
Be decisive.
Dad, move forwards
time.
for vision. And twirl.
Going all out.
No one there. You move up and heal
Steady.
him and grant some defense buff. You move up. Actually, last. Well,
Let's dance.
no, you first. And wait. And
dance.
you just stand next to Dad. Because you kind of need to spend some time getting some mana back. Uncle moves forwards, makes a new zombie,
Don't overdo it now.
and helps kill 1 damage short of death. Maybe wait then.
Let me at him.
What if you... Yeah, if you attack first, which I'm okay with, then Uncle kills without getting counter shot.
You simply chose the wrong side. I'll have to be careful with this new power.
An okay-ish level up, but not amazing.
It's time.
Girl moves up. And Cass
Coming.
is on
Okie
full
dokie.
mana. So she should give someone an extra turn. At the moment, it should probably be Gwen.
Let me have it. It's time.
And then we could shove down the
I've got your
banner.
back.
The zombies advance into the fog of war for us. The zombie scouts. If we hadn't put down the flag, that wouldn't have been a one-hit KO. Neither would that, so putting down the flag is definitely paying off. Oh, but we miss. They really don't like Gwen at the moment. I'm okay with the zombies attracting all the fire. And having done the vision gain. 9 stacks of perfect dodge left.
Not backing down.
It's a one-hit KO! Eight stacks of perfect dodge left.
Getting it?
7. But that's so many people attacking into him that he will have recovered a lot of mana this turn.
Time to
Oh
ride.
no, less than I thought. 10. Or sorry, more than I thought. 10. Wait. There's no one up in that corner. Bit of a waste of a turn, but oh well. Now, you blow up the archer.
Be gone.
You convert the swords lady
do it.
into money.
Get them! The wield stands strong.
Love it.
You can heal daughter and dad.
A taste of true power.
You need me?
You can move up and make another zombie.
Don't overdo it.
Let there be no end to our zombie army. Move up.
It's time.
Dad and daughter move up. Shove down the flag.
Together.
Getting cheeky.
You move up and defense buff.
All eyes on me.
Alrighty.
You give who an extra turn? Probably Benji.
I'll protect you.
Glamazon tries to hurt Dad. Fails miserably. He's just got too much armor. Myrmidians can't even touch him. Converting all his mastery into armor was... Wow. Well, armor and magic resist.
We need to move.
Dad, move up. And twirl.
Going all out.
Right.
Daughter, move up. And wait. You, move up. Punch the archer. You...
You need me?
No, I don't like that all by itself. But nothing is in range. Also, we've lost our vision here, which is a bit silly.
Yeah.
There. You kill that one. You kill that one and turn them into money.
Fight as one!
Good. You move up. And now is when it gets a bit more iffy, because these guys shouldn't be on the front. Especially not her when she's already taken damage. And we don't have enough mana here to make another zombie distraction.
You need me?
How much damage would you do? Nowhere near enough either. No, come this way.
Okie dokie.
Be safe. And then the Avatar, one-man army that they are, they go the other way. That's fine. Benji can move down, heal, and hit the Glamazon. . halfway dead. Zuhair's defense stacks laugh off the first attack. Daughter tanks and half kills in return. Or more like 2/3 kills. Step forwards, activate Super Saiyan mode. Step forwards, heal. And smack the Glamazon. That's going to take one more turn.
They will know fear.
How do we do this? I like you here and blow up both of them with the meteor. Double kill! Uncle gives you more mana.
Don't worry.
Give him an extra turn once Daughter has moved out the way. You move up here and light this. Is that where I meant to get to? Yes. But then, what use is this area? No, I'm happy to do a little bit of experience farming here. Dad, move up. Kill. At least the units that we know about.
I can always do more. I must.
Let's move, people.
And then Daughter. It's not enough. What if you use Lifesteal? It's still not enough. Can you convert her into money? You can.
Get them!
You can heal Gwen, if nothing else.
Don't disappoint me.
I'll see it done.
It's so disappointing that she just doesn't quite kill. What we could do is move you here. No, but then you don't have enough mana either. Like, we can drop the banner, but we can't do banner and lifesteal.
Yep.
Right.
Just go. Do your best. It's not gonna quite kill. You give him another go.
We need to move.
And he... Could you actually do the rescue her thing to kill them?
Be gone.
You could. And it gives her some armor. Also, I'm scared of having her at the front when there's fog of war and we insta-lose if she's killed, so pulling her back makes sense in that sense as well.
Brings the heat.
One hit KO. Good job, Benji.
Mwah. Sweet, sweet gains.
Pretty good level up. Uses up one of his perfect dodges. I'm more interested in the sword guys. Ugh, stupid witches. Come on, I want the sword people. There we go. Counter kill. Though he's earning bugger all experience for it. Counter kill. Counter kill.
It's over for you.
Another one tries their luck. Counter kill. Another one tries their luck. This one actually manages to live, though. How many more dodges have you got left, bro? 3.
You sure?
Well, let's make that
Let me handle
15
this.
again. Near enough. Kill the special one.
Not backing down. Woo! Did y'all see that?
Run forwards. If anything, I'd like to teleport
dance.
him forwards.
All eyes on me.
Wait.
You need me?
Give him... I can't, you don't have enough mana. What we can do is give him another turn, though.
I'll protect you.
Yeah, that works.
They're mine.
You heal
Can't stop now.
Gwen.
Speak.
You heal
Don't disappoint me.
Cass. You stand ready to claim the victory. Kind of looks like he should go investigate down here.
Stand together!
There was another.
Be decisive.
Come on, Benji. Crit.
Come get some!
One hit KO. You attack Dad. Dad does nothing in return. You attack the Avatar. The Avatar does nothing. So you can't attack at a distance. Same again. You attack Zuhair. Zuhair mostly kills you. Is there any other in the fog? There is not. We're done there. Dad, kill weakened one.
They're mine.
You sadly do not do enough to kill. Neither would you.
Good call.
What about Uncle? Then Uncle's
thing.
probably better off boosting
I'm here. Don't
Arthur to single target obliterate. Like that.
This'll be fun.
worry. I can do
You
this.
kill that one. As best you can.
Getting jiggy.
It hurts that you don't quite get in range.
I'll protect you.
Give him an extra turn. Heal Dad, and give us some extra armor. Self-defense
All eyes on
and
me.
make it so the witch can't get at our less magically resistant people. And then Gwen, light the other torch. They target the Avatar perfect dodges. I'm surprised she could even move that much when she was entangled. You move forwards. Kill. And you move forwards, kill.
It's over for you.
Okay, there's nothing more to be had here. We could do all the, like, pointlessly healing the air for experience garbage, but who can be bothered? Win.
Man, I'm really cleaning up.
They just keep coming! There must be thousands of them!
Up the steps. We're nearly to the palace.
Not
We can barricade the
steps.
entrance once we're inside.
Looks like they've warded the door.
Alden, break that seal now!
I'm trying, but this is no ordinary spell. It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
I thought you'd seen everything!
So did I. Just keep me safe a moment longer.
Alden?
I don't understand. Nothing's working.
My head!
Alden!
Damn it all. One last idea. Open, damn you, open!
What's happening?
Alden!
There! No! How?
It didn't work.
Alden, try again!
There's nothing left to try!
If you don't get that door open, we're all going to die!
I know! I know!
Listen to me. Do not go down without a fight. If we have to kill every last one of these things, we will. Or we will die trying.
Gwyn, Arthur, I know I haven't always been the best
Oh
father.
no.
I know I put you through a lot. I know how much it hurt you. I knew then too, but I didn't stop it. I thought it was right. And I'm so proud of both of you. You're more wonderful and bright than a man like me deserves to call his own. I'm sorry that this is how it ends.
I love you, Dad. I love you all. I hope Mother will be okay without us.
Marin, I had nearly forgotten.
I am not ready to die.
Don't leave a hole in the shield wall,
You
Gwen.
hurry in there, you god's-forsaken coward! Open this door and face us yourself! Face me! Face me so I can kill you! What?
A rift. Like in Vasily.
Everybody, get inside! Now!
But we don't know where it...
I said now!
Anywhere has to be better than surrounded by the zombie army. Azvarel, Taralis Palace entrance.
Gods. We're alive.
Did everyone make it? I want a head count immediately. Alden!
We're all here, Irving. Everyone's safe.
Good. Gods, that was too close for comfort.
My head. It's still hurting, but that noise is gone, finally.
Arthur.
I thought that was it. I thought
So the
that
obvious
lost,
through line here
that
is that
I'd lost again.
Evil Emperor's daughter
I've
has
had
been
enough of
opening
this.
these
You just
rifts
don't
to let us
get
through.
it, Gwyn. The only reason any of us are still here is because of you. It's always been because of you. Ever since this war started, do you know how badly I've wanted to give up? How much I wanted to run away? Every time we prepared for battle, I wondered if I or somebody I loved would die. Every time we won, I was terrified to learn who'd we'd lost that night. To learn who I should have said goodbye to. And every time I felt that fear, I looked at you. Always pushing forward, even at your lowest moments. Always steadfast.
Arthur, you should have said something.
Burden you with even more of our troubles? No, Gwyn. It's like Reardon said, you carry all of Varroa on your back. I don't have much to be proud of, but standing shoulder to shoulder with you, being able to call you family, that's worth all my pride and more. So don't you dare say you've lost. Don't you dare let Reardon's sacrifice be in vain. Don't you let this war break you. Because when I go home, I don't want to be alone. I've already lost a brother. I don't want to lose a sister, too. Gwyn?
You're right. You deserve better than I've given you. We all deserve better. You will never be alone, Arthur. Not while I'm still here. I promise I won't go if you won't.
I promise. Thank you, Gwyn.
No. No thank yous. You want to thank me? Then you can live to see tomorrow. And that means helping me win this war. All of you.
Elf Boy is adopted.
I don't know what's waiting for us deeper inside the palace. But I will bet you one thing's for certain. Emperor Orlov is still alive, and he will be waiting for us. Whatever madness has taken him, we are here to end it. Some of us have lost our homes to this war. And some of us, our lives. I can't give those things back to you. But with one more battle, we can go home. We can rebuild. All we have to do is win one last time. Are you with me?
I only knew Azvarel for a short time, but even still, I can't stand to see what Orlov's done to our people. It might not be home, but Varroa is. So long as we're a part of each other, I'll fight for us both. To the bitter end.
Oh, Mom.
Everyone's saying their final bit. This feels very
girl's right.
final mappy.
This is no Azvarel of mine. This is evil. Suppose the closest thing I've got to a home now is... hell. If the girl's fighting for you, then so am I.
You know, I get what you mean. Before meeting all of you, it felt like I didn't have a real purpose in life. I used to think this power was a curse. But now, I can use it to help people. That's worth fighting for.
I think I agree. I don't much like to fight, but I like my friends. More than I could ever say. Because all of you, you've done so much for me. So if it helps keep my friends safe, I'll do anything.
Your actions saved the Weald more than once. I could never fully repay that debt. But I will try, nonetheless. Together, we will purge this rot from Varroa. The Sylvan people will, at last, know the tranquility of our ancestors.
That tranquility will come at a cost. I am not blind. I have seen the blood mankind has shed to protect my people. Our roots yet grow shallow and meek, but they grow nonetheless. This battle will mark a new era for the Weald. I trust you will not disappoint me, Gwyn.
I'm not a big speech guy. My dad's speeches were once for the history books, but mine aren't even in any.
Oh, Benji.
Oh man, I love you guys so much. I ain't letting a single one of you kick the bucket, you hear me?
Oh, the big guy's really getting into it now. Careful, buddy, or you'll set me off crying too. Jokes aside, let me be serious for once. You're good people. I'm not letting good people die. So, don't.
I used to think I knew what justice was. I lived my whole life for it. these days. The lines are blurred. But not this time. What we're about to do, that's the kind of justice I can hold on to. So, count me in.
I feel a pain to this place. The same pain I could hear in my old friend's voice. The kind of pain that does not heal. Anyone who would willingly inflict such sorrow is worth putting down. For good. Then perhaps the healing can begin.
I may not sit upon a throne, but I yet wear the mantle of leader. My life was never my own. It was my people's. What the Emperor has done here today, it is a betrayal of the highest order. I must put him down.
People like him, they're the reason Mirador is so broken. Vanthus and Shusan, it's like Asvarel and Varroa. So much pain over so many years, and for what? A king's pride? I'll show him exactly how little that pride's worth!
I came to Varroa to broker peace between our peoples, only to find you cannot even find peace amongst yourselves.
The British
Where
orcs.
words fail, we have to resort to other means. I'll fight, for there's no cost too great for lasting peace.
Lasting peace. A silly, stupid, childish dream. Mine, all the same. Of course I'll fight for it. After all, what good's an orc if he can't even fight for what matters?
Oh, thank goodness I remembered to bring my notebook. This is fantastic material, all of you.
I mean, in fairness, she looks a fair bit better than Tusk.
Yes, I suppose while I'm here, I may as well help close out the performance. The curtains have yet to fall. Furthermore, somebody has to pay for my theater repairs.
Whatever witchcraft
She's
Orloff
still
is
holding
wanting
on to
pull off
her
this little trick of
Misty,
his,
you owe me for the
will not be left
bicycle
unchecked.
storyline.
We'll win. We have to. Any other alternative is... well, it's not even worth considering.
Gwyn, I meant what I said back there. I'm so proud of the woman you've become. Prouder than you could ever know.
Father.
I know you know this, but I think maybe you need to hear it one last time. Just to make it real. We are your family. We love you, and we will always, always be with you. You got that?
Of course. If it were any other way, I'd have to kick your asses.
Please, you've got enough ass to kick already. Leave ours out of it.
Okay, that's everyone.
Sorry, you look just like... You know, now that I say it out loud, I'm not sure if you look more like your father or your mother right now. Forgive me. An old man's sentimentality. Your father and I are ready.
And you, Arthur?
Do you really have to ask?
No, I guess not. All of you. Varroa hears you. She and all her people are listening. Watching. Waiting. So... let's not disappoint them. Shall we?
Everyone, to arms!
To the throne of Asvarel! For Varroa! And for Rearden!
Chapter 30. What begets death? And yet there's another training. Anyway. There is one last Benji bond to do. A Cass bond with Uncle. Alden, I have something to ask you. Is this okay? Of course. Are you alright? I miss my friends. I hear them calling me. But I've been shutting them out, like you said. Oh, Cassandra. I wanted to know your abilities. Were you... Did people get mad? My abilities are much larger in scope than yours, but yes. I spent much of my youth alone, save for the company of my family. My grandfather only had so much time to spare for me, and my sister, Marin, did her best, but she was only one girl. Power like mine, like ours, scares people. They don't understand it, and they think they can't understand us, either. They're wrong. Are they? I don't even understand me. How could anyone else? I don't know why people do this. I just want to be with people, smiling, telling jokes, and like the Barry joke. Yes, I remember. Oh, do you remember? Alright, that's enough. It's unbearable. You think it's unbearable. Yes, I do. You're having fun, aren't you? Yeah. I like it. I wish it was always like this. I wish this was normal and not strange. I wish I was normal and not strange. When does it stop? The people being scared of you thing. Being alone. When does it end? I'm sorry, I don't have an answer. Besides my family, I've been alone since quite some time ago. When it ends, if ever, I'll let you know. If you don't know if you don't know yet, then we'll have to find out together. Oh, yes, we'll have to keep going. That way we can find out when things get better. Maybe. We'll even make it better ourselves, and we can make friends and tell jokes and laugh and be strange or normal or both. Both, I think. That's what the Order is best for, I think. Bringing us together to bear each other's burdens. Oh, I get it. That's a good one. What? No, it wasn't meant to be a bear pun. Very serious. Okay, last elixirs? No last elixirs. The shop does have some more of these, but we're kind of desperately low on money. I guess I'll take the luck elixir that I've been avoiding forever. We will give it to Benji.
Sweet gains.
Let's go.
The end has come. Emperor Orlov, perhaps out of pride, perhaps out of madness, has traded all the lives in Toralis for a chance at victory. The Order has come to grant him the same death he so wantonly wields against them. To put a stop to the man who would destroy Varroa as they know it.
The music
to
ended
finally
abruptly
end the war
and awkwardly.
that has taken so much from so many.
You wouldn't know it from the outside, but this place is huge. Are you sure this is the way to the throne room?
I'm positive, lass. Positive. Or, at least I was. It's like the whole place is put together wrong.
More magic. Another present from Orlov, no doubt.
This is no mere magic.
Alden, you feel it too, don't you? Are we back in Astralis?
Viserion, is there any place in the palace that would allow us to look outside?
There's a balcony, yes. It should be.
Good. Picture it in your mind's eye, clearly, and lead on.
Right. Follow me. Black Abyss. What happened?
No.
I don't remember Astralis looking like this.
Our little trips through Kira's rifts looked more like a whole lot of stars. So, if we're not there, then where?
This cannot be possible.
Uncle? You look ill.
I've seen this place once before. This is... We are in Death's domain.
What does that mean? I thought we were in the palace.
It means that the Emperor is toying with forces he does not understand. Or that those forces are toying with him.
Has the Emperor been made into an undead lich?
It took Empyrean a lifetime to accomplish even half this much. I know the weave is weakened, but...
Imperium broke through the weave by force. You cannot break into Death's domain. You must be... invited.
Uncle, how do you know so much about this place? You said you've seen it before. Does that mean...
I pray you never learn the cost of power as I did. Such truths are better left buried. I will say no more than that.
Also, if we're in Death's domain and brother recently died... Do I foresee a... sudden getting brother back from dead?
You can have your secrets, old friend. But if you have knowledge of this place, we could use it.
I know enough to bring us to the throne room. Is that enough for you?
It's enough for me. We'll follow your lead.
Right. Viserion, if you would do as you did for the balcony and picture the palace for me.
If you think it'll help.
It will. Let us go.
Looks like the place. This is it, then.
Be wary, Gwyn. It would seem our foe has no shortage of surprises for us.
Right. Speaking of...
Orlov! Show yourself! There's nowhere left to run!
Sildarin, it would seem not even the weave is enough to impede you. How enviably stubborn.
Did you really think a locked door would stop me? You should know better by now.
Yes, I should.
Enough taunting. Tell us, now, what have you done?
Only what I had to ensure Azvarel would live on.
Live on? Is that what you call this? These shambling corpses and empty streets are alive to you?
Azvarel is not a people. Azvarel is a dream, a history, an ideal. When faced with the death of my people and the fate you'd inflict, I took the deal I was offered.
A deal? With who?
You're a smart boy. Surely you've caught on by now.
You made a pact with death.
All warriors sign such a pact written blood with a steel quill. All I have done is make our partnership official.
You have a lot to answer for, Orlov. I thought this war to be the peak of your madness. But to sacrifice all of Taralis...
He makes it sound like he's married to death.
A regret I shall carry with me forevermore.
Regret? You
No
killed
longer
them,
death's
forced them
mistress.
to fight for you like puppets dancing on strings. You've denied them even the peace of death.
There is no peace in death, boy. Has your brother's death brought peace to this world? Has my daughter's? No. Death is violent, even when it comes softly and sweetly. Just as a poison kills precisely as the blade does. We, more than anyone on Varroa, know this truth. That is why we wage war. There is no peace. Only a lesser violence. Tell me, if you even can, when your crusade is won, what peace will Azvarel find beneath the boot of her neighbors?
With you gone, this war will be over. The fighting can finally end, and we can rebuild. All of us.
And will Varroa come to rebuild Azvarel as it burns in our wake? Do you believe their kings to be so magnanimous? Of course not. They will bleed us dry and drag each other down to hell for a chance to drink the deepest. You know this. And yet, you continue to delude yourself. Continue to believe unity can be coaxed from their sordid hearts. Without a firm hand to hold the reins, Varroa will continue to follow the laws of beasts, scavengers, fighting over a bloated carcass.
And you think yours is the firmest grip in the land? You who would sacrifice everything, even your own daughter, to save your own skin.
I am the only one to see beyond the petty borders and noble trifles. What others see as patchwork, I see as tapestry, torn. I will mend that which has been frayed. I will make this land whole, as it deserves to be, because nobody else can!
You know, you're not wrong. Not entirely, anyway. I've met more than my share of kings for one lifetime. I'm unimpressed. But I've also met people who do what the kings can't. People who save lives, who inspire hope. Leaders. Heroes. They put those kings to shame. All of them. Even you. Because you're just like all the rest. Just another coward with a crown. You have given so much away already. And for what? To stave off the end? Your end? Just a little while longer? The truth is, the lives you've thrown away were never yours to give. Your job was to protect them. And you failed. You failed because you were afraid. So afraid you gave up your life, your real life, out of fear of death. But you feared the wrong foe. Look at you. Death won, and you're still standing. I won't be as merciful.
You speak as though you'd already won. I fear you will find we have but one thing in common, Seldarin. I, too, am very, very stubborn. Far too stubborn to be brought to heel by some petty speech. All that remains is our final battle.
Funny, I was just thinking the same thing. You plan on fighting us alone?
So many of those corpses.
Yeah, he really rolled out the red carpet for us, didn't he? Good to see he hasn't forgotten his manners.
While he's drawing power from those crystals, we won't be able to get to him.
What would you have us
Always
do?
crystals.
We need to bring them down, along with the mages controlling them.
Doesn't matter how many hoops we have to jump through. Leonin
Orlov
dies
dies today.
Warriors of the Order, we fight for all of Varroa. And for Rearden. Now, to arms!
Alright. There are no bonuses. Where are these crystals that we need to destroy? It is unclear. So, I guess we just kill everyone and find out along the way. You to the front. Him to the other front. You as well. You as well. Hidden, you assume? You to the back. Ah, you think it's these things? I don't know how we would destroy them. Normally there's like obvious blue tiles, or when you hover over a square it will say how to interact. But these are big crystal things. I don't really see any others. For a second I thought it was these braziers, but... yeah, I don't really see any others. Maybe I'm blind. No, I don't think they mean these. Because we wouldn't be able to walk there, Mirage. It doesn't make sense for it to be up there. Anyway, we'll find out. Save. Let's go.
They're mine.
Blow up, number 1.
I can feel something calling.
Very good level up. Give him another turn.
Let me help.
Are you good enough to fight this guy in ranged combat? Not really, so do nothing. He does part 2, does he? Depends on how far these can reach. The answer is not far enough that this isn't the correct choice. Blow up the second one. I do like how that's given you some nice little defense stacks. Now these guys. Well, you run forwards, become impossible to hit.
Let me handle this.
And commence smacking the first one.
Not backing down.
Crit equals kill. Good job. Now we need to do you.
Let's do it.
Can you, from there, mana monkey that one away? No. Then I'd rather earn some extra block. Also, I guess there's no point in earning money anymore because we're on what very much seems to be the final map. Here, no. Here, create a shadow clone of that one.
A taste of true power.
And then finish that one. Good.
This will be fun.
You run forwards, activate your ultra defense, and then punch the closer one. Okay. Dad can't be useful. Dad can move into the center. Is that in range of you? Sadly, yes. But it's only in range of one of them. I trust Dad to take one, especially because we've... Look at his fortitude, 30. Is anyone else actually got the more? I don't think anyone I have has more ability to resist magical damage than Dad.
Going all out.
Especially if we give him his swirly swirly. You here. Self-crit chance. Hopefully finish that one. Yes. Good. And then daughter. I actually care about how much range these have. So daughter only wants to go here. Shove down her banner. Attack. And then Uncle finishes them off. And makes a zombie. Okay. Run, zombie. Weaken the wizard. Run, zombie. They're probably going to attack the zombie rather than the avatar, but we'll see. He at least attracted 3 bits of damage. That's honestly pretty good. And tricked the other enemies into moving into combat range. It does nothing to Dad. Dad, however, does not fully kill you. Dad laughs off your damage. Zombie tanks. Zombie dies, but they tanked the powerful wizard. You, how much damage would you do to Wizard Man? Not quite enough. What about you? Well, actually, how much would you do to the Glamazon? Even worse, but I'd prefer the Glamazon if you can get a sure kill. Self-defense buff. Which of these should you do? 1 hit point. That is sad. In fact, that means that what we should do is send you forward, you apply poison to both.
Your death awaits.
You attack the Glamazon. He attacks the wizard now. The wizard will live, but he will then die from the poison, the bleeding.
Better luck next time.
Lovely. You can finish off that.
Be decisive.
But we're better off using you to get some defense stacks.
Fight as one! The wield strengthens me.
Pretty good
even
level
now.
up. Run forwards. And I guess give her higher crit chance. Okay, over here. You don't have enough mana, but Uncle can give you more mana.
Don't overdo it now.
I'll do
Then
it.
you can one-hit KO that witch.
Be gone.
Dad finishes that one. I should have swirlied as well, but oh well, that's my bad.
Let's get it done.
Activate. You can't. And you don't quite do enough damage. That is sad. Well, do what you can. I'm not sold on moving her the same direction as the Avatar. I'd kind of actually rather she come this way. So you give Uncle another turn. Uncle moves up almost as much as they can.
Right.
You give Cass another... Oh, no, you don't. You do nothing. You just move up that way. Trust the Avatar to deal with that corner by himself. Even if it is slowly, because none of them engage in close quarters combat. Ow, but nice dodge. Stabby, stabby, double stabby, stabby. That's why we buffed his defenses. You can finish stabbing there. And also... No, you can't heal. Fine. Just finish stabbing there.
One more step towards ascension.
She goes here. Defense buffing kill that way.
Get them!
1 sec, sorry.
The wield stands strong.
Cough, 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 cough. You don't have enough mana. But you do have one more turn's base defense bonus, so we'll make do with that. Yeah, there is actually okay, because it's only at risk of getting hit by one enemy. Over here.
Let's get it done.
You finish that one. And I should have reactivated his inability to be hits, but that's my bad. How much range do these wizards have? I'm okay with moving up to there then. But do I want to teleport Dad first? No, I think you just move up. Tempt both of them if you can. That is trusting that he can take both wizards, which might be overestimating him. You move up here. You should always use your twirly. Give him an extra turn.
Let me help.
You go help fight the wizards.
I'm overflowing with radiance.
Pretty good round. And another twirly twirly.
Going all out.
So he should be totally immune from the first attack, no matter who it's from. You move up. And I want to maybe attract you. No, actually I don't. So you just be here. I might be able to linear Hadoken both of those. Sorry, Kamehameha wave both of those there. Zuhair laughs at your 2 damage.
I just can't stop getting better.
A decent level up. Now, do you target Zuhair or do you target Benji? They go after Zuhair. Zuhair laughs. It's certainly not 0 damage, but we do a lot more back to them than they do to us. So I'm going to say that was a good trade. I don't need you guys in red. I don't need you in red. There is a lot of temptation to use your 2 for 1. You heal Uncle.
Right.
You kill that.
That'll have to do.
Good. He needs healing as well, so actually use Chain Heal. So I want Dad and Uncle to be on those 2 squares.
Sure thing.
Can do. That attracts those guys. Over here,
On the path.
you...
Speak.
You here bleed... I would have said bleed both of them, but you can't. So just heal Zuhair.
True power.
Stabby stab the monk.
The wield devours.
She can defense buff kill you. She's gonna have so much defense buff.
The wheel stands strong.
Yeah, she's up to 70 defense buff.
Dance.
You forwards, self-block,
All eyes on
go. You forwards, do I want to push you even further? Not really, because there's 2 enemies, and 1 is about the limit of his ability to tank. So just there. It is probably worthwhile shoving down your banner, though.
Let Benji help.
You need to reactivate your infinite dodges.
Let me handle this.
And then start punching down the wizard. He's not taking damage, but it's taking him forever to kill them. Okay, that's actually kind of good. We can step forward and probably one-hit KO them. Zuhail laughs at that damage. Dad laughs off that damage. More than half kills. Wasn't completely immune to the second hit. I'm probably going to use Arthur to meteorite the 2 of those.
Just when I thought I'd hit my limit.
Arthur, can you meteorite both of them?
Be gone.
Thank you. You here. Super Saiyan mode.
Am I getting it?
A decent enough level up. Kill the archer. And now that he's in Super Saiyan mode, he one-hits them instead of 2, which... big difference. She... will only be exposed to 2 as long as we can actually kill that guy.
See it done.
Can we? Yes, but no. Anything on this will die. Alright. That's a bit of an extreme effect. But I might be able to tempt the,
I've got your back.
the AI to stand on it. So let's test that theory.
I'll protect you.
You go that way. Uncle follows. Maybe even brings you there.
Don't overdo it now.
Who else? These guys. Benji. Self-crit chance. Kill the first one. Sadly, no crit.
Ooh, look at the moves.
Don't waste my time.
Heals a hair.
Don't disappoint me.
I don't think it's worth you suffering damage yet. We'll wait. You... defense buff kill the other one.
Get them!
Such style, such grace.
It is worth you going now.
Is this the way?
Okay. You're done as well. Those guys can move into the center where... Oh, now that all the units around that crystal has changed color. Presumably we can interact with it somehow now. And we have tempted the archer to stand where they really shouldn't.
Dying's not so bad. Spirits,
Except we
strengthen me.
don't get to test if that would have killed them because we accidentally killed them anyway. Dad laughs at the sword mage. And then more than half kills, which is an important number. They're probably immune. I doubt it. It says units will die at the start of my turn. I assume that would mean enemy units as well. Okay. Can we do something to the crystal? Not there we can't. 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 Okay, maybe we can't. These guys now need to head to the middle. Head down.
This'll be fun.
Head down and self-buff.
All eyes on me.
Head down. Head down and heal poor Benji. You don't have the mana, fine. Heal goes here and Hadokens that one. Try and tempt them to actually fight him. I don't trust us to take 3, but now there's only 2 of them. That I am able to do.
We're in this together.
Put down the banner. I don't know that she can take 2. And sadly, these guys, everything overlaps.
Alrighty.
So maybe let him heal her first, at least. Holy moly, that has big range. Oh, its range must scale with his mastery, and I just haven't paid attention.
Can't stop now.
Now that she's fully healed, she can probably take 2.
Yep.
And I can make sure that is so by forcing that witch not to move. So we only have to fight 1. Swirly, swirly.
Going all out.
Finish that one. Exact damage. Now you. Can we lifesteal you? Yes, please. Better him than Gwen? Uncle fights back and kills them. I say fair trade. Okay, how do we do this? You kill the archer?
Try this one for size.
He kills that one.
Be gone.
Level up, level up. Not the best level up, but oh well. These guys move into the middle. continue self-defense buffing you.
All eyes on me.
You heal.
Don't disappoint me.
Benji. And then if the two of them do this, the tornado thing probably dispels,
Right.
so... Bonus attack with healing, is it enough? It's 3 off, which is disappointing.
Okie dokie.
That weakens them enough, though. Or it does if we don't manage to miss.
Get away from me!
There we go. Now she can finish that off. Do I even need to use a special attack? No, I don't. Apparently this guy counts as one of these, so the tornado does not drop yet. I think Uncle might be able to send Dad back into the middle this turn.
I'm here, don't worry.
Yes. Ah, no, it just took until the end of the turn for the crystal to acknowledge that it was defeated. Okay. Here. Hadouken. There are 2 of him. Shadow. And Leonid. Shadow has an absurd amount of health. 2,500. Start working your way to the center. Start working your way to the center. I guess you're going to walk around the long way, because else teleporting is too much mana. I kind of want to know what happens if you manage to not kill him, but kill Shadow first. But I think that's going to be too hard practically to do.
Fight as one!
I'll do it.
Also, you kind of need to heal Dad.
Orders?
How much damage does this guy do up close? 40! Even to Dad, right? And Dad has super defenses. Like, Dad has the best defenses we have on offer.
Don't waste my time.
He does, however, have tiny movement.
Yes?
Spend this turn healing, Dad. That is all. Her saved up defense stacks do the work.
Spreading my wings.
Level up, level up. Ooh, new enemies spawn. And new little... Oh, it's just telling us where they will spawn in. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that. Okay, Shadow.
Always moving.
So step 2 there. Is the heavy bleed worth more now? The heavy bleed is worth more.
Get them!
I don't know, Mirage, if it's going to reactivate. I sure hope not. You can be here and bleed them. Although then you maybe die. But Zahir could swippity swap you out. And Zahir can take the damage, so that's fine. So you add even more bleed.
Your death awaits.
I'm fine with that. Double stabby. Doesn't matter, the bleeding still occurs. Zuhair swaps out with you.
Too slow!
Because he can take the damage and you can't. Uncle moves up. How much is Uncle's thing? Cheap enough that it's worth you giving Uncle the turn, Uncle giving Arthur. You stab the old man.
I can always do more. I must.
That should still be okay. You move up, and we should have had you drop the banner first, because it would have meant more damage. Uncle replenishes his mana.
I'm here, don't worry.
Then he moves forward. And single target high damage is there. Which gives Dad some bonus defense. Not tons, but a bit. So no point in doing you. I guess you are going to go deal with the newly teleported in units. Which I assume are going to come towards the middle. If they don't come towards the middle, then they're not a threat. They do come towards the middle. That's fine. Dad lives. And chips another 60 health away. Zuhair laughs. I wonder if his Reaper things stack. Let's try and find that out.
Let Benji help.
They do. So he should be at like 100% chance to crit, right? Yeah, 101.
Come get some.
The other one is a physical fighter, so that's fine. The crystals did not reactivate. You can't afford to be close again.
Speak.
You could heal
Don't
Dad,
waste my
though.
time.
Or you could if you had mana. Then just stand back for the moment. You need to go build up your defenses again.
All eyes on me!
You have enough. Which one is Shadow at the moment? That one. So I want you to exist there. 200 damage to the Shadow one first. Dad needs to step back. You need to
Alrighty.
heal Dad. And honestly, quite possibly chain
Let me
heal.
help.
It doesn't target the people that need it. Big sad. Targeted people that were on full health. I really wish that the chain heal preferenced people that were actually damaged. You could go there and Hadoken, which would work. You help a little bit. And you could go there and add bleed.
Fight as one!
Because the bleed is slightly more
Thanks for
worth than the
protecting
other
me.
options. You can't do anything useful. She can't do anything useful.
Right.
Well, I suppose she could actually do one useful thing. She could be here and shove down the bonus damage banner, so the Hadoken does slightly more. So she should have actually gone first before the Hadoken, otherwise we're happy. Close enough to 100% chance to crit, yet somehow we don't. 90% chance to crit fail.
Sweet, sweet games.
Try again and fix yourself.
Time for a Benji beatdown.
There we go. This time we don't fail. Good job, Benji. How do we not get everyone here killed? We can only fit 2 more units in. One has to be her.
It's time.
I can do this.
You can be here and still Hadoken because your Hadoken has a ridiculous range. Give you another Hadoken. Or, actually, I'm probably better off giving her the most bonus turns. So... the trouble is I can't... oh no, I can get you here. And then as long as you're... she can take 1 turn of attack. She's got 102 block.
Always
She can take 1 turn attack. So she needs to stand there. Add bleed to you.
Get them!
I didn't take into account that... well, we'll find this out now.
Okie dokie.
If we give her another go,
I'll protect you.
how much damage will the
Let's do it.
Emperor do if you attack? 30 back. But now you can abuse your range superiority.
Fight as one!
Spreading my wings.
Okay, half dead. Can you handle 1 hit? Yes, yes you can. I'd like you to go heal Uncle.
Don't disappoint me.
Power beyond comprehension.
2 off a perfect level up. You need to step out the way and wait. And you, I want to attack Emperor with single point damage. Although technically, that one is better at the moment. By 2 damage. Next turn, the other one might be better. And everyone else we're happy with. End go. So Shadow Emperor attacks.
Sounds. I heard them in Mirador too. Were you behind the demons as well?
Oh?
Curious. At a time like this, Yes, to a degree. We facilitated their entry. We did not arrange it.
Then whoever arranged it must have arranged for all this too, right?
You ask a lot of questions for a boy about to meet his maker. Are you quite finished?
No. Once I'm through with you, I'll find whoever did this to you and put them down too. I promise.
Is that sympathy I hear in your voice?
More like pity.
Sympathy.
Yeah.
Pity. I hate you more than I've ever hated before, but just look at yourself. Look at what you've done. It's sad. You have to die. I have no qualms with being the one to do it, but seeing you like this, how pathetic you ended up being, it makes me angry. Reardon, my brother, died for this, for you! You're not worth his sacrifice. So after I've put you down, I'm going to keep going. I will avenge him. Killing you will just be the start.
Then take the first step, boy. Or die trying.
Wait, he's not meant to be able to hurt me there. The other one is... That one is, I'll grant you. His hairstyle is similar to mine. Better than being bald. Which is the fake one? There. So, here is a good square. But the order of operations is going to matter. You here wait. You there heal him.
I'll protect you.
I can't do what I want this turn, so just back off. Back off. Actually, you should do this just to heal yourself up to full, not because I expected to do anything. You need to move one square away so you don't get killed by the magic wave thing. You keep Hadokening. Can't stop, won't stop Hadokening. I don't want to summon zombies because the zombies might actually attack the wrong guy. I feel like there might be a special ending if we don't kill the king and kill the other thing first, is my reasoning here. Kung Fu guy, 8. He has 8 can't be hits. So I could start using those up, yes. No one else here needs anything. You can do a heal. And you can do drop a bonus damage. So Dad moves up and attacks the boss man. Do we know what the level cap is? I don't think there is one. Like, I don't think there is an active one, Finboy. And it looks like you might be able to infinite level grind on the level grind level things. There are training levels. It costs you money to go to them, but because this girl earns money, can earn money when you kill people, I think you can go money positive. Or I suspect. I don't know if they get more expensive as you do more of the level grind things. If it gets more expensive, then there might be a point where the expense grows quicker than the money you can earn. But at least for the first one, it was definitely possible to earn a lot more money in it than it cost to go to.
They'll pay.
Dad does 12.
Going all out.
And attacks boss. I have to stand there and heal towards the center.
Don't disappoint me.
Which heals Dad. That is all. Also, there are new baddies over here that I hadn't noticed. But we'll deal with that next time. One of them is coming for Benji. You come for Dad, but that's actually kind of good for us, because it means Dad get an extra hit in on you. 60 extra damage. Dad needs to step back for a bit. The swap. That one is the one that we're trying to kill. We'll take the suggestion about abusing our
Let me handle this.
perfect dodge stacks to get in a bit more damage a bit more quickly.
Strike them down.
You want to exist there. And then has this gotten even stronger? It has, but only by 1.
Be gone.
Is it worth you taking a hit? It would be. It would definitely be, but you don't have the mana required to do what we want. You
Sure thing.
could have the mana, but then he doesn't have the mana to do a second ultra attack either. So that's not particularly useful. You back out to here and twirl then.
Going all out.
I'm going to trust you to hold off the new that guy. She can only hit to there, so if you go here and then buff yourself, next turn you can probably teleport up and kill her. He needs to move. There is no one to heal. Just sit back and gather your mana back. I really want to give her her mana back. So, give.
Don't overdo it now.
Now I want her to shoot you. But there is no good square for that at the moment. Hail friendly. It's Fire Emblem, like GBA to Wii Fire Emblem in mechanics mostly, but it also has D&D mixed in that the characters are sort of vaguely D&D classes for the most part. They also subsume meme-like concepts from other genres and other games and things, but mostly they're D&D-ish. So it adds special ability stuff to the normal just step next to and smack of Fire Emblem. I quite like the changes. I think it adds for some more variety. It makes building the characters more interesting, I think. She does have big mana. But what would she do with it? Well, we could give Elf another go. So, Elf Girl could move there. You give Elf another go.
I'll protect you.
Yeah, Arthur is a spellcaster for us, so he has not very good smacky with his weapons, but he does massive point target damage. He has massive single target damage, and a reasonably strong AoE spell. So he has a effectively lightning bolt and a fireball, yeah. Even if the flavor of them isn't quite that. Here, bleed, do.
Get them!
And he can heal, yes.
You're really strong.
He is quite nice. You need to do one more to fully heal, but you're out of mana, so... I am intrigued to see if we can stun this guy. So you know what? Let's test that theory. Can we stun you? Yeah. Looks like the answer is yes. In which case, we can pile on a bit more damage more quickly.
Is this the way?
In fact, no, she can't stand on that square, so we can't do even more. That's the limit. You move up into Benji's range, you attack Bossman, Father, but Father can't take any damage. Between twirling and us turning his magic skill into extra defense, he's basically unassailable.
Going all out.
Continue twirling.
Sword's feeling pretty light today.
Leaves it on 3 health, which is a bit of a joke, but oh well.
I don't have time for this.
Maybe we get lucky with a crit, and indeed we do. I rolled levels, because I'm not a coward, Dawn Treader. Only cowards take statistical level ups. Don't have enough to do a Reaper thing, so we just have to... Oh god, no. It gets 2 attacks to his 1. That's not acceptable. Benji, back off. To here. You need more mana. Uncle, give mana.
I'm here.
Elf. Elf. Magic obliterate. Shadow. Waterbender girl, give elf extra turn.
I'll protect you. The spirits favor me today.
How are we doing with the tariffs? Oh no! A tiny fraction of the aluminium and steel that we sell isn't going to America. And they're forced to pay more. Whatever will we do? We really don't care. It's more the inherent, like, not being friendliness that we care about than the economy aspect of it by and large. Yeah. We realistically did not sell large amounts of aluminium or steel to America. If you took... You're the nation that actually cares about that, friendly. If you take the, like, second... I think it's the 3rd through 8th biggest nations that export to, export those 2 resources to America, it's still far, far less than Canada's does, right? You add up positions 3 through 8, and it's still far, far less than position 1, which is Canada. The amount that the tariff influences us, like if you completely remove Australia from exporting any, it's still far, far less than reducing Canada's by even a 5th. And there's also the other aspect of it that they specifically asked us to increase it, which is a bit jerkish of them, right? Like, they asked us to please send them more when the war with Ukraine started because they weren't able to import from Russia anymore. And now they've turned around and said, oh no, we don't really want that. We asked you to do it, but now that's bad for some reason. Whatever. Punch you. Activate nothing because you don't have the mana. No, we really... The average person doesn't care, Friendly. The average person is more concerned about the, like... It signals America being a jerk factor than anything else. And now you get to finish the shadow.
Be gone.
And we find out if it gives us a special ending.
Fight as one.
No? Maybe I have to talk to him? There is no talking to him. Well, that's big sad.
You sure?
I really felt like that would give us something special. Oh well, go for it. You want to join us in Eurovision, Friendly?
Am I getting it?
Is this what I'm capable of?
No, it wasn't. The other one, we heard it. I'm pretty sure we heard it. Save in the final slot. Maybe the damage didn't stick?
Oh, finally. He comes to claim me. After so much torment, I am taunted with one final failure. What sick cruelty.
Eurovision is fun. I think it's populist navel-gazing myself, but if you enjoy it, go to town with it.
Finally over.
Populist navel-gazing and singing in often made-up languages.
She's alive.
And?
Death has haunted my life from the very first. From the moment he took my wife from us. I did the best I could.
That was for Reardon! For Britannia! And that would...
She's just a little angry.
Me!
Gwyn, it's time to go.
He deserves worse.
Maybe he does. But there's no guarantee it's safe to stay here.
Quite the opposite, actually. I can guarantee it's not. With Orloff gone, there's nothing holding this place together.
Then how do we get out?
We need open sky. Viserion!
Aye! There's a tower we can climb!
I mean, is India in it, Friendly? There's a great many Commonwealth nations that aren't taking part of Eurovision. I don't think it's just so easy as to say Commonwealth invite to
Nobody's
Eurovision.
getting left behind today. Everybody up
So
the-
many African nations.
The stairs.
You know, if Reardon were here...
Gwyn!
Right.
Just once, could the building wait until we're already outside to start collapsing?
All right, Alden. Time to work your magic.
Already on it, but something's resisting me. Or someone.
You think our friend's boss has noticed us?
If so, we've got bigger problems than a long fall ahead of us.
It feels like we haven't had any resolution to do with... Like, we definitely had... We picked the Knights, and then the Knights helped us when defending the Tri-Towns. We picked the Whale, Or sorry, when they invaded Britannia. We picked the whale, keeping the whale alive, keeping Shamu alive, and then the whale helped us when we were defending the Tri-Towns. It doesn't feel like we've had an outcome from keeping the demon, from destroying the demon crystal thing when we invaded the Cthulhu dimension rather than keeping it. This doesn't feel like that has resolved, even though we've seemingly beaten the boss.
If it's anything like the door from earlier...
Then we won't be able to open the way ourselves.
This is when the daughter has to turn up with the sword?
Are you? If we don't leave...
Yeah, the daughter will turn up with the sword and cut the way open.
I trust him. Do what he says.
I knew it.
Everyone get in! I'll pull up the rear. Go on, Arthur.
You know how usually you're the one taking the big risks?
Yeah? What do you...
Wait!
I'll be right behind you. Hopefully.
How and why did you do that?
How? I guessed and got it right. As for why, I'm not really sure, honestly. I suppose I had a hunch.
I thought you were the smart one. Good to see a annoying prick runs in the family.
You were going to close the rift behind us, weren't you? You were going to stay behind. After everything we did to save you, to give you a second chance, you were about to throw it all away. For what? Pride? Guilt?
Your uncle's right. Nobody gets in here without being let in first. I've been looking for another way for years. There's somebody I have to find. This could be my last chance to go searching.
Your mother.
It wasn't an invitation to guess.
Then you'd let the same madness that killed your father kill you as well? Even knowing where this path leads?
That's not...
Open another rift. You're coming back to Terrazel, alive.
To Terrazel? And what, I wonder, awaits me there? Rotting in a Gritanian prison? Death by Asbarellian mob? What's the point? I've lived my whole life in exile. I hated it. This could be my only chance. There's nothing left for me but this.
Don't pretend you're staying here out of any sense of purpose. You don't know how this place works, where to start looking. You don't even know how you'll survive the palace collapsing. You would stay here to die. You're giving up.
I am not giving up.
Then prove it. Prove me wrong and live. Open the rift.
Just stick close to me. We're gonna be cutting it close.
Lead the way.
I don't understand what he's thinking. How could he be so reckless?
Arthur, you stupid, stupid boy. You better be here soon so I can tear you a goddamn new one.
I have faith in him.
I haven't played VGF, so I don't understand.
I don't know what he stayed behind for, but...
Sounds like...
Whatever it is.
Sounds like you're
must
enjoying
have thought
yourself.
it was important.
I'm glad to hear.
So I have faith in him.
I haven't played anything
right.
since Galaxy 1.
Of course you're right.
Well, I have played new Super Mario Bros., but I don't
terrified.
think of that as a proper mainline Mario.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Arthur!
Hi, Dad. Sorry, Dad.
You scared the daylights out of me. When Gwyn told me what you'd done.
I know. I didn't have much time to think about it.
What happened in there?
Do you mind if I keep it to myself?
Yes, I do. But... I won't force you. You did what you had to do, right?
Yeah, I think I did.
Then you did good. Just, next time, warn me a bit sooner, okay? I mean, that shove really wasn't necessary.
She's upset because you sprained her ankle. Turns out the rift wasn't quite level with the ground on the other side.
The mighty commander of the Order, brought low by tripping. What is the world coming to?
Okay, we can leave that part out of the history books, alright? It could be fun trivia for the Cosmere snobs.
Hey, that's not fair. Cosmere's arcanists are far more snobbish than the historians.
Father?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just... This is what I was fighting for.
And they all lived happily ever after?
Enjoying the moment.
You're right. Tomorrow, for the first time in a long time, there won't be any more fighting. Just another day. Another day.
Epilogue. Vengeance. Achievement unlocked. Beat the game. Another day.
So you finally decided to take my advice, huh?
Only for the moment. I didn't realize how tired I was getting.
Everyone else did. We even told you.
I know. I'd say it's nice to have a chance to just breathe, but it feels like there's still so much to do.
Mm-hmm. I swear I've been talking to diplomats since the second Orlov hit the floor.
Guess we made our bed with all our talk of rebuilding. Time to lie in it.
They do. We saw the mum... Well, no. We saw the mum's
lie
letters,
here,
not the mum.
in the shade.
Explicitly in that way.
Good idea. I should have thought about that.
That's why I'm the brains of the operation.
It seems that the mum is back
Hiding from your
on the
adoring
other
fans,
continent.
then? Take my advice, just send them to Irving. He lives for this kind of thing.
They'll have to get in line. He's even busier than we are.
Was it the same way for you after the Empyrean War?
Oh, not really. I was too young for the diplomats. It was the magical elite that wanted to make my acquaintance. You can imagine I was less than thrilled. What child wants to spend their days with a bunch of stodgy old wizards?
And now you're one of them. Must feel terrible.
I'm not that old. I'm not even 40 yet.
Speaking of the magical elite, you haven't changed your mind yet, have you?
No, I'm afraid not. As much as I'll miss you two, my talents are
Okay,
needed.
he's
in
going to the
Cosmere.
Wizard Norway.
You should write letters. It might help Reardon learn how to read. I'm sorry. I forgot. For a moment.
Oh, Gwen.
This place doesn't really feel the same without him. I keep expecting to hear his laugh echoing down the hall.
It's not an easy thing to live with. I'm sorry, both of you.
No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't... He wouldn't want us to sit around moping about it.
Look,
It's just...
it's vaguely anime-ish, Mirage. We're lucky it isn't set in a high school. Freaking high school.
I should just probably get some actual sleep. In a real bed for once. It'll, be a nice change of pace.
All right. Good night, Gwen.
Good night, Arthur.
Did we get everyone's what they did after the war?
Father, you're still awake?
I am.
You look like crap. Shouldn't you be getting some sleep?
Funny to hear that coming from you. Guess being a busybody runs in the family.
That and, you know, the hair.
Yeah, that too. How are you holding up?
I'm not really sure yet. Been putting one foot in front of the other just fine, but everything feels different.
War does that to you. War and loss and time. And usually you don't feel yourself changing. So when it comes fast, it's dizzying.
I don't know. It doesn't feel like I've changed. It's here, Caliban. Or no, it's Varroa. Looking down across it all, there's so many memories. And so many of them are bad. It's a struggle to hold on to the good. But I have to, don't I? If I let go of the good times, then is there even anything left? But worse, I don't know if I can ever make better memories again. It feels like the good times are behind me now, for good. I mean, is it even possible for us to live a normal life? Is it even right? Because I keep wishing I could take it all back. I'm not even sure what I'm fighting for anymore.
Gwen, earlier today, I had a historian come up to me asking about you.
Oh, really? And what did this historian want?
He wanted my opinion on what title he should call you by. Commander of the Order, or other such obvious things. But that wasn't all. Liberator of Varroa, Bane of Azvarel, Death's Bane, Hope-bringer, the second hero of Terrazale.
He come up with those himself?
If not, he'd better hire new help. But do you see, Gwen? That man, he believed those titles. All of them. And for so many people, you are the good worth holding on to. You are the good memories. You keep them moving forward. And maybe you're right, and you didn't change. Maybe this was always who you were. Maybe you just didn't notice the signs. But everyone around you finally sees what I've always seen in you. A hero. Somebody above all of this. Somebody worth the title. More worthy than I ever was.
Father, I miss him so much.
I know, honey. I know. And I know your brother would be proud to see you now.
Celeborns, Palace Roof.
So, be honest. This business in Cosmere is more than just work to you, isn't it?
As always, you see right through me. I don't think I can stay here. Not after everything that's happened.
Too many bad memories?
I'm a very, very powerful man, Arthur. Not the kind of power a throne can grant you. Real power. It terrifies me. You saw it yourself, how much my powers were relied on to see this war to its end. It was a good cause. However...
I understand. You don't want to be turned into a weapon.
Something like that. In Cosmere, for all the politicking and manipulation of the academics there, I was just another scholar. But here, Irving is a good man, but he sees results before he sees people. And my results are well documented. Getting away from all that, living my life as a man, not as a weapon, that's why I have to leave.
Then, I guess I hope that goes well for you. We could all do with a little peace of mind these days.
Indeed. I should begin packing. The sooner I leave, the fewer meetings I'll have to sit through. If you'll excuse me.
Alden, before you leave, I need to ask you something important. I think you know what I'm talking about.
I believe I do, yes. Though I may not have the answers you're looking for.
That's all right. Just try. I used to know who I was, what my place in the world was. I was a member of the Order, a Sildarin, an adventurer, but now I've been a soldier, a leader, even an aberration. I've seen the way you look at me sometimes. Like you don't know me either. I used to know my father, my sister, my brother, but I don't anymore. Please, Uncle. If I can't know them, at least let me know this. Who am I, really? Is this still where I belong?
Arthur Sildarin, you are still your father's son. Still a brother to your sister. Nothing can take that away from you. Whatever we've lost, it may change us, but it can never erase us. We persist. We rebuild. You are whatever you feel you need to be. That's what we all are in the end. I love you, Arthur. You'll always belong here, in my heart, my mind, my family.
Uncle,
Look at us. Seems to me we both could use some rest. Get some sleep, okay? I'll talk to you in the morning.
Good night, Alden. Whatever I need to be.
With the war behind them, Britannia began the long road towards restoration, guided by her allies and what remained of her leadership. With the Weald closed to them and Najin trade still in shambles, there was precious little aid to supply this effort. Faced with a potential collapse, Asvarel's treasury was seized by the newly appointed High Lord Aaron. While publicly sympathetic to the Asvarelian people, he quickly became the biggest obstacle to the Empire's own reconstruction efforts. It would seem the former commander could hold quite the grudge. Aaron's Britannia quickly became one of strength and toil, the land of the common man, free to define his own path. He became known as the Wandering Lord, his palace housing little save the local children, who played at being king upon his dusty throne. Opportunists and bandits plagued the ailing countryside, but stories abounded of a wandering stranger, garbed in obscuring robes, who wielded both blade and prayer. Those who claim to have met her remember her by her one-armed stance, and that when she spoke, it was as if Izin himself guided her words. To the east, the elves of the Weald began a different reconstruction effort, fraught with hardships of their own. In the wake of the war, the Sylvans found themselves in turmoil. With the wards fallen and the threat of Asvarel removed, many of those calling for reform were emboldened, pushing harder than ever before. To their shock, Kamari actually yielded to their concerns, his time with the Order having opened his eyes to the world outside the Weald.
He's handed on the baton?
However, there was another reason behind his sudden change of heart. When the day came to begin the restoration of the Weald, Kamari made a speech to his people, announcing that he would be stepping down as protector of the Weald. He would pass the role to his protege, Zenil, believing that his time in the Weald was at an end. And then he simply left, disappearing without a trace. Zenil took up the mantle with apparent ease, but without Kamari, she too was as adrift as her people were. Meanwhile, to the west, Naja looked to their own future. With the loss of their navy, the wheel of Najin trade ceased to turn, throwing much of Hao Fen into chaos. As its leaders searched for solutions, however, its people outside the city took another tack. First, it was only a few stray wanderers, journeying to Britannia to offer a prayer for the fallen. Then it was groups, come to lend a helping hand. Then caravans, offering goods straight from where they were grown. No coin ever exchanged hands, nor was anything asked of those who accepted their aid. When asked why, the Najins would speak only of tides and look longingly out to sea, perhaps wondering if their old friend was watching over them even now. While Naja escaped from the war almost untouched, Miradar found its worst scars were born of their own hand. With King Imran deposed, the people looked to their archbishop to guide them. Munir, emboldened by the words of the Sildarans, proved an inspiring leader, capable not only of mending the wounds left by the war, but also the rifts between his people. While the road ahead looks rocky, the Miradan people remain bright-eyed and hopeful. The rest of Varroa, uninvolved as they were in the war, continued about business as usual. However, there was a palpable feeling in the air, all across the land. The feeling that a time of great change was upon them all, that this war was but the first of many upheavals, that Varroa, or perhaps all of Terrazale, was turning a new page, as one era ended and another began. An era, many hoped, of heroes. For many heroes were born or reborn in the fires of this war. Beneath the Order's banner they assembled, a new generation of names for the history books. As the curtain fell upon their battle, they too found their work had only just begun.
Saxon, returning home to Haven, received a hero's welcome. However, behind each smiling face, he saw the scowls that had so characterized his life before the Order. It didn't take long for Saxon to leave again, returning to Celeborn, returning home.
Cassandra stayed with the Order, devoting herself to caring for those who had been left permanently injured by the war in Britannia. Still as private as ever, she would often mourn in silence for the patients she lost, praying that each would be the last.
Feeling an obligation to help her former homeland, Valeria got involved in rebuilding Azvorel. She found her assistance was met with hostility more often than not, but she pushed on regardless, winning over her detractors with her boundless enthusiasm and considerable competence.
What about Benji?
Upon his return to Celeborn, Benji dodged the excited crowds to do something no Benji had ever done before. He visited a library, hoping to learn something that could help the Order rebuild. He became crucial to the Wheel's restoration efforts, a role that he strived to be the very best at, just as he always had.
Following Kamari's footsteps, Zanille shakily took on the mantle of Sylvan Queen. Though she struggled greatly with the responsibility, she had the utmost support of her people. She would often say she was unsure if it was she who led them, or they who led her.
Though his announcement to his people was sudden, it was even more sudden to those close to him. It was said that in the days leading to his disappearance, he spoke feverishly of having made a discovery, one that led him closer to that which he had sought all his life, and that would shock the very foundations of Terrazale, where it found.
With the war over, Zuhair did as he always had. He wandered. His nearly bottomless well of optimism brought a ray of hope to many a hopeless soul. While he would love to tell you he did this only to see them smile, he was always quick to point out his empty coin pouch, and would often share meals with those too unfortunate to pay him.
Shocking everybody, Eve requested a permanent place within the Order upon the war's end.
That is a bit
Her
surprising.
idea of justice had been shaken by all she had seen, but she knew she had never been better equipped to carry it out than she was now. She would become their head of information, a masterful spy master with a legendary mean streak.
Hauron went home to his people, with the intent to become their chieftain once again. However, it wasn't long before he'd decide he had changed too much to lead this quiet people in their sleepy town. He spoke to the Shamak one last time, reminiscing on their storied past. Then, he departed from Naja, determined to cure his old friend of his madness.
Having shed her prior prejudices, the Lady Iman
Why
made
didn't
it
it do
her
Jack
life's
then?
goal to end the divisions between the Vanthites and the Shusani. While the other nobles of her house pushed back at first, Mashal proved to be an unstoppable force, dragging her countrymen kicking and screaming into a new era, whether they liked it or not.
With the answers she sought still out of reach, Aya left the Order, becoming a wandering scholar of sorts. Her experiments brought her ever closer to the brink every day, but as she stared into that abyss and saw only herself staring back, her resolve was only ever redoubled. She would find out who she was, no matter what it took.
It feels like that one might change if you keep the demon crystal thing.
With his debt to the Order repaid, and his mission to Varroa seemingly a failure, Tusk nonetheless made the journey overseas with his spirits high. Upon his arrival, he sought to impart the lessons he had learned to his people, mending their divisions, just as the Order had mended Varroa's.
While her dream of peace between the Orcs and the Varroans had seemingly hit a dead end, Larai was never one to give up. With the Order's support, she worked tirelessly to make her voice heard, hoping to leverage this time of great upheaval to further her cause.
Despite her best efforts, Taldera was never repaid for the damages to her theater.
Misty
She couldn't
never
be too
had her
mad, of
bike
course,
paid
as
for.
she was repaid 100-fold by the reception to her latest masterpiece, a lightly embellished play recounting a first-hand account of the Great War that shook the foundations of the Earth. She became a household name almost overnight. Again!
For all the talk of unity, Viserion found there was little place for a man like him in this new Varroa. Labeled a traitor in his homeland, and a murderer in lands without. Feeling he had no other options, Viserion pledged himself to the Order, hoping to earn the right to call Varroa his home once again. A right that, in truth, he was being unduly denied.
Yeah, you weren't
Her
evil.
mission completed.
I agree.
Caliph
You
returned
deserve
home
better.
to Moonvale. There, she made her report to her handlers. Thus did she and the other Moon Elves begin the grim work of preparing for whatever the next great threat may be.
The Grand Master of the Order returned to his mountaintop keep, a hero for the second time. He didn't allow himself a single day of rest before burying himself in his work once again. Perhaps out of dedication to Varroa, perhaps out of fear of the memories an idle mind might linger on.
Unsatisfied with merely having won the war, Alden would get to work researching the cause of the year's magical phenomena. He dared not tell a soul, but he breathed a sigh of relief upon escaping from Caliban's long shadow, feeling as though he had finally escaped the specter of war that had clung to him so tightly for so long.
Arthur was filled with frustration, having dug deeper inside himself than ever before and having found only more questions. Despite this, the youth reluctantly put a halt to his introspection for the one thing he valued more: the health of his sister, who needed him now more than ever. Nonetheless, the thought remained, Alden's words ever echoing in his mind.
Every day, Gwyn would be told she was a great hero, the savior of Varroa, the herald of a bright new future. She wondered often how many times she needed to be told before she could start believing it herself. Nonetheless, she had a new resolve within her. Perhaps she did not need to believe it. Perhaps the belief of others was all she needed. If the world looked upon her as a hero, then a hero she would be. For perhaps the world only sees heroes when it feels it needs them the most.
While gathering the last of his belongings from what used to be Reardon's quarters, Gwyn found a small notebook, hidden from sight. Flipping through it, Gwyn was shocked to find it full of poetry. It was sloppily written, overly saccharine, and earnest to a fault, just like the boy was in life. She keeps it on her, even now. Just one of 1,000 ways his legacy lingers on in the lives of all those he met.
In the end, the Order of Eternals would all be remembered as heroes. Their legacy was not just their own, but that of all Varroa, as the Order's way would soon become the way of all the land. In a time wrought with difficult choices, it was the Order who made the toughest decisions, taking the first steps beyond the threshold to do what must be done. Many would say that their pragmatism was what saved Varroa, and such was the path the land would walk, unto an uncertain future, eyes forward, heads held high.
Acknowledgements for Robin Asali, who believed in us and set us on this path. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you very much. Much love. You are missed. Okay, and then they're nice and they let you push through the credits really quickly. Congratulating on beating Dark Deity 2. You can now finish up any remaining challenges or play more training missions for fun, but there is no more story content. Consider trying a new playthrough on a higher difficulty, or with some of our extensive campaign customizations, like random recruitment. From the small team of Sword and Axe, we hope you have had fun with Dark Deity 2, and we really appreciate you playing. We poured a lot of love into this game, and we can't wait to show you what comes next when it is time. The story of the Sildarans is far from over. Save. Save. Alright. Summary. I really like this. At the risk of repeating, it's basically Game Boy Advance through Wii era Fire Emblems, but with D&D mixed in. I think the D&D mixed in is really nice for the character building between the which classes you pick, the combinations of abilities those give you, and powering those up with the various buffs to each of them that you get to pick between, the items, the rings, how those play between each other with all the different characters and building them into different roles. I think that works a lot more interestingly than plain old Fire Emblem from those eras does by itself. It has really good... I think it does a very good job of its, like, trying to emulate the graphics of that era, whilst also having nice, like, this world map. This world map is obviously not a, Can I escape from this? This world map is obviously not a... Boop. Like, GBA-style graphics, yet it does a nice job. It's not ultra complex, and it's not ultra high detail, but it does a nice stylistic job of what it's meant to be doing. The VA of the main characters and story is really good throughout. I like the dialogue a lot of the time, and I like the characters. Sometimes the, like, I'm the bad guy for this one map, or I'm random townsfolk voices are a bit not quite so amazing. Maybe they're actually still, in a global sense, like compared to all other games, actually just sort of average, but they seem lower quality here because of how good the main cast is. We haven't had any faults. The closest thing to faults I would say are that sometimes if you're in certain menus or you don't progress the dialogue as quickly as it expects for some of the visual novel sections, for the story sections, that the music will cut out, that the music isn't set to infinite loop, and some little UI things that I think could be changed. Things like not being able to look up people's bonds when you're in a map in case you forgot them, so that you can work out who you should have next to who, so that you can level up their relationships. But they're relatively small and relatively minor. I am interested to play this through again and see what happens if you pick the other choices. There's 3 choices for the first one. We picked the, like, common anarchist knights. There was also the religious healing people and the merchant lords. I expect we'll probably play through again, and I expect I'll pick not the merchants, because I find the merchants the least appealing there. Then it's Shamu, where we would try to destroy Shamu and side with China, or side with legally not China, the Republic of Naya down here. But let's be honest, they're knockoff China. And then the decision about the crystal in the Cthulhu dimension, which I am interested to see what happens if you keep that. Does bad things happen? Because I was predicting bad things happen if you keep the Cthulhu crystal thing. And whether that then affects the ending as well. Not just how it affects the, like, final series of fights where you're defending over here from the invasion and the Night Order show up, and then here where Shamu shows up. That's about it that I have to say. I hope you have enjoyed this anywhere near as much as me, and that if we play it again, you enjoy it then too. For now, peace.